Hey everyone. Now, I know this might not be the video you've been expecting or hoping to see, but I just wanted to make this to tell you my state of mind right now after not uploading for several months. So, right after I posted my Hong Kong Massacre review, I started to work on my next review on a little indie game called Endguard. I got about halfway through editing the review, but I just started to get less and less done until I just stopped trying, and it's been on ice for months. Now, why is that? Well, an easy explanation could be work and life taking more and more of my time and causing more burnout. That is a factor, but I think there's two larger issues at play. One from recent events, and another is an inherent flaw that I have. For recent events, it started around 2022. After the pandemic, I didn't know what to do with my career because my previous degree of computer information systems wasn't getting me anywhere, so I got the idea of going back to community college to get a video editing certificate since I had a passion for making my own videos. So I took the courses and learned the ins and outs of Premiere Pro, Audition, and Photoshop. Then I decided to practice those skills with this channel. I'd play games I had crammed into my backlog and make videos every 2 or 3 weeks. Then perhaps all that work and practice could be used to build up my portfolio to get an official editing job. And I think that's the problem right there. I've been looking for editing jobs and I haven't been lucky, so it really took a big hit on my morale. If making videos didn't help me find work, I lose motivation to make said videos and the cycle continues. But I think upon reflection, the bigger problem is me. Yeah, so if you didn't know, I'm autistic. I mean, what YouTuber isn't these days? And the curse of being autistic is if you're not hyperfixated on the thing you're doing, you'll be half as productive on it. And I've come to the conclusion that was the reason I started making videos in the first place. Long ago, I took inspiration from several AMVs I watched and thought, hey, maybe I could combine my favorite movie with my favorite song. And voila, that was my very first YouTube video I've ever made. And that became the pattern from then on. I listen to a song, I combine it with a movie or show that seems to fit it, and I make an AMV. Then during the pandemic, I played the Serious Sam games and developed passionate thoughts on the mechanics of the game. And thus, I made the first videos where I got over my stage fright and used my voice for the first time. From there, I made several game-related videos and everything was going smoothly. Then Hazbin Hotel finally dropped 6 years after the pilot was released. And with it, I witnessed that moment. I will tell you, I'm a pretty desensitized person, having witnessed intense scenes, especially in video games. But that moment from Masquerade, it basically awoke my inner Billy Butcher. Oh no. This will not do at all. So to vent that, I reinstalled and replayed all of Doom Eternal in 4 days. But it wasn't enough. After the first season concluded, I wrote the ultimate revenge fantasy as a fanfic, but it still didn't feel like enough. So after seeing how an average Zack could create his own self-insert fantasy with the world's favorite furry, I figured, why not use the skills I learned from my editing courses and do that for my own fantasy? And thus, I took the time to amass a dream team of voice actors to bring it to life. I spent nearly a year combining the voices, the sound effects, and the music to bring my proudest work to life, and I'm more than grateful for all the supports it's received. But what does all this have to do with my autism? Well, it's just that. I had spontaneous ideas I wanted to make, and I kept thinking about them until I brought them to life. And I think that's the core issue I have right now. The videos I'm making right now feel more like obligations rather than actual passion projects I really want to make. I know that might feel disheartening if you're hoping to see your favorite games get covered on this channel, and I'm really sorry for that. I've had ideas to simplify the scripts for future videos so I don't have to stress about finding the perfect footage for each of my talking points. I even wrote my Endguard script last week to try to have it structured in a way that I could have an easier time finding the footage I need in a looser editing structure. Now, whether or not I'm going to do that is debatable with my autistic roadblocks. And that leads to the biggest problem I'm facing now. When I'm procrastinating on my current video, I'm playing other games and my mind is saying, well, maybe I might review this game in the future, so let's record footage just in case. And that was the case for several games when I was making my Enguarde video months ago. Several of those games included Sprawl, the Hawks games, 3 of the 4 games I wanted to do for that John Wick month I promised, and now it's the case with Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, now that the third-person update and the final DLC are out. And this mindset has really hindered my enjoyment of gaming because I'm forcing myself to hold off on several games because I might fear I might want to review them eventually. So I'm at a crossroads now. Do I just put everything aside and go on a hiatus until my autistic brain permits me to make a video I actually want to make, which could probably take months or even years? Or do I discipline myself and try and get more content out the door because I have loyal viewers who I don't want to let down? Yeah, a real conundrum I'm in. It's a really confusing part of my life right now. I do have a 9-to-5 job right now, and I'm able to make ends meet, but I feel there's areas in my life that I need to make improvements on for my future self. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm looking for more avenues in my life right now, and I might have to put the bi-weekly reviews aside for now. And hell, I might have found one avenue that might bear fruit. Recently I picked up an Unreal Engine 5 developer course off of Humble Bundle for cheap. Perhaps doing that will allow me to have the skills to create my own Serious Sam clone 3-4 years from now. But what does that mean for now? Well, I think this means I'm going to go on a hiatus from my reviews and take those UE5 courses to see if that will be my new hyperfixation. But, mark my words, once Serious Sam 5 eventually releases, you will see an in-depth review just like I did for Serious Sam 4. That is a promise. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I hope I haven't disheartened you too much by saying I won't be making videos for a while now, but I just needed to get this off my chest. So, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you once Sam makes his Unreal return. In the meantime, I'm off to save Super Earth once again.